welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and today's video is about how people view you as a couple. So this reading is about you and your person. Even if you're single, that means that whenever you have your person, that is when that's how people will view you. So this reading was a request by a Pooja. So thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. So for this reading, I've got 4 piles for you to choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. So you guys can now take a moment and see which pile or piles you're most drawn to. After you've selected your pile, there are timestamps in the description box below, which you can use to jump ahead to your reading to see exactly how people view you and your person as a couple. So let's get straight into it. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you as a couple. We have High Priestess in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse. 4 of Wands. 6 of Swords. And the Magician. Okay. So pile 1, how do people view you? All right. So the first thing is that with the 4 of Cups in reverse coming here right next to the 4 of Wands here, first thing is that people really kind of view you and your person as being like made for each other. Like according to people, you guys should be married. Like you and your person should be married. Because your person, or you for your person, is the right one. Like you both are right for each other. So it's just fitting that you guys kind of make your relationship permanent. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of waiting for that. A lot of people are just literally waiting to receive wedding invitations from your side, because that's how kind of they think that's how strong the bond is between you and your person. On the other hand, with the High Priestess in reverse, I feel like people kind of view your relationship. I mean, and I just feel like this is a sort of like a hidden aspect to your relationship, where kind of people don't know just how sacred the bond is between you and your person. Now, if you're single and you're watching this, then this just means that whenever you get your person, whenever you find the one, that's how people are going to view you. So people really have no clue. They really don't know just how sacred the bond is. They just see you and your person at a surface level. They just see you both at gatherings or parties or something of that sort. So they don't understand the depth of feelings you have for each other. And to be honest, that's not even their concern. They're not really concerned about that, but they do see that you both are really happy with each other, and it's about time that you get married. I feel like a lot of people are really impatient for your marriage, because we have like 4 of Wands here, which is the card of marriage. So a lot of people are just like waiting. Even if like you and your person, maybe you guys might be like, we don't even want to get married. Like we don't want to have anything official like that, or we just want to be together for like as long as possible. Like you guys are in no hurry to get married, right? But the people around you, they are in a hurry. That's their own kind of preference, right? So sometimes a lot of people even try and put pressure on you both, that okay, it's time, you've been together for years, you guys should kind of get married, because once you're married, everything is official and you guys can live a better life. I just really think that people think that marriage is really going to be like, your marriage to your person is going to be incredibly beautiful. And I feel like a lot of people, and this kind of goes for you as well as your person, pile 1, is that people who know your person, okay, and the people who know you, they have seen you kind of going through the good times and the bad times and everything, right? So they really think that after all the suffering you have endured, you have finally found the right person. And same goes for your person as well, that the people really think that after a really long time they have finally found the right one. So people really think that you are the right person for your partner. And they really think that once you both are married, it's going to be like a really perfect kind of a marriage. It's going to be the perfect marital life. So that's why I think people are more eager to kind of see you get married, because maybe, you know, there are people who are like hopeless romantics, and there are people who want to believe in love, people who want to have hope in happy ever afters. I mean, everybody loves a good happy ending, right? So I feel like that's the same case with you guys. That's why people are kind of pushing you both to get married and be together, because they want to know all the good stuff. They want to hear that about how good your life is with each other. So people are really, they get really excited whenever like if they're in a gathering or something and somebody starts talking about you, everybody gets really excited, I would say, because you know, it's like they kind of, I feel like some people can just really forget about their worries when they're talking about you, even if like they are not having a good time or they're having problems in their relationship. Whenever they talk about you and your person, they kind of forget the problems that they're kind of facing, like even if it's like temporarily, like just for a few minutes, but they're able to forget, because your relationship with them is like so perfect that people just love to talk about it. People love to celebrate you and your person, because, you know, you have these banners and stuff, like kind of like a celebration thing happening. So I feel like if you both kind of decide to take that step, rest assured, pile one, everybody's going to support you. Everybody is going to support you. Everybody's going to be there to celebrate you and your person, celebrate your love, celebrate your relationship, all of the good stuff. So you don't need to kind of worry about people not being supportive or people being jealous. They're not jealous because they do want you to be happy at the end of the day, but at the same time, you can say they are envious because they want the same happiness for themselves. They have no evil intentions towards you or your partner. They have no desire to kind of break you both up or to kind of try and steal your partner for themselves. I don't think people have that kind of a desire at this point. Like I have yet to look at your other cards, but for now I'm really seeing that people are happy for you, pile one. They're really, really happy for you, and they just can't wait. They really can't wait for your relationship to be as solid as, you know, they just want your relationship to be permanent, basically. On the other hand, with this magician here, we have the cups, swords, wands, and pentacles. So all the four elements are here. So the same thing applies to you and your partner, that people think that you and your partner are literally two halves of the same coin. You guys can see there's this one side of the magician and there's this other side of the magician. So you both are literally like the same side. Two sides of the same coin. And they really think that you both complement each other so perfectly. You complement your person's strengths and their weaknesses, and they complement yours the same way. So that's why people really think that your relationship is like the benchmark of relationship. They think that your relationship is like the ultimate thing. Your bond with your person is exactly what the bond should be between two people. So like romantically, they really think that, you know, your relationship has everything. You know, there are some relationships which have one or the other extreme, right? But your relationship is not like that. You both are not like that with each other. You're not overly affectionate. At the same time, you're not always fighting and arguing with each other. Yes, there are arguments happen, but at the same time, there's a lot of love and affection and respect as well. You both talk to each other. There's not that extreme that either you're telling each other everything or you're not telling each other anything. You know, it's a perfect balance. They tell you some things, and then there are other things that they keep to themselves for some reason or the other. Same thing goes for you. So it's like that perfect blend of two energies. and that is the same thing with you guys. So and I don't know why with the magician card here, because there's some hidden aspect coming through along with this high priestess in reverse. So I'm kind of really getting this vibe that people think that, you know, you and your partner, pile one, you have some sort of a karmic relationship. So if there are people around you who believe in past lives and you know, all the spiritual stuff, they might look at you guys and be like, you guys have a karmic bond, or you have been together in some other lifetime as well. So people really have this belief that your bond goes deeper than what this world is. Your bond is at a soul level, not just at a surface level or at a, you know, intellectual level or something like that. No, your bond is at a soul level. Like it goes really deep. It goes deeper than all the material aspects of this world. So that's why people are like really eager to kind of see your bond become permanent, because then I feel like it's just going to confirm everything that they've been talking about, how you both are perfect for each other, how you have a karmic bond with each other, all of the good stuff. So I just feel like people are super happy for you. Okay, we have the Empress. Okay. Page of Swords. Seven of Coins. And Four of Cups again. Okay. Confirmation coming through. We have King of Swords. Okay. So with the sword coming up, we have swords, and swords. So the swords coming up for you, pile one, it talks about communication. So one thing people definitely love about your relationship, and it's basically how you both communicate with each other, like you and your partner. Your communication with each other is something people really kind of admire, and they feel really they just kind of get a lot of inspiration from it. They think that that is the ideal way to communicate with each other, because not only do you communicate with each other in a very respectful and a loving manner, but at the same time, you know, you both are like smart enough to know that a relationship is not only about emotions. Yes, emotions matter. You have to make efforts in a relationship. But I feel like, according to the people, you and your partner know the perfect balance between when to use your emotions in a relationship and when to use logic in a relationship. So I feel like, in a way, your relationship is like very practical as well. Pile one, and people just because swords are all about communication, and people can see, and because this is also talking about the mind, and a lot of times when you are not able to kind of meet a person's frequency, that is when, you know, you understand that that person is not for you. But when it comes to you and your partner, pile one, people can clearly see that you guys connect at a mental level, on a psychological level. That's why you're able to understand each other. So even if you're talking to each other, sometimes you don't even have to explain, like you don't have to verbalize your emotions or your thoughts to your partner. They just understand it with the way you're sitting, with the way you're talking to others, with those little things that you do. Your partner is able to understand exactly what is going on in your head. And same goes for you. You're also able to understand. So people just I feel like they're constantly kind of fantasizing about your relationship with your partner, because that is something that they long for. That is something that they yearn for. We have this Four of Cups coming. That is the kind of people around you want your relationship, pile one. They don't want to steal your relationship. They don't have such sinister or nefarious kind of intentions, but what they do want is, you know, they want their own happy ever after. They want that person who understands them and who kind of matches their mental frequency. They wouldn't mind if they have a karmic bond with that person the way they think that you and your person do. So people are, and some people are literally like, with the Seven of Coins here, some people are literally like, you know what? I am willing to wait forever as long as I get the kind of relationship pile one has. So people are definitely like, because they've seen proof of your relationship, right? They've seen proof of it, and they're like, yeah, a love like this exists. an amazing relationship like this exists, and we want that for ourselves, and we are willing to wait for the right person. So I feel like you and your partner, pile one, you kind of inspire people to kind of wait for the right person instead of just, making hasty decisions and choosing somebody on impulse. You kind of encourage people or inspire people to go like, okay, we'll wait for the right person to come. There's no point jumping into a relationship with someone who you don't connect with, and because when you're kind of in a relationship with the other person, your their life is getting affected as well as yours is, right? So similarly, like if you get connected to the wrong person, if you get into a relationship with the wrong person, so not only is your life, not only does your life become difficult, it's the same thing for them as well. No matter how they are, no matter what the dynamics of the relationship are, it gets difficult for both parties. So that's why people are like, you know what if pile one can find their happy ever after, maybe the universe will give us our happy ever after as well, and we are willing to wait for it. People are definitely like, okay, that's it, this is what I want. I only want the kind of relationship pile one has. They have found the right partner for themselves. I want the same for myself. So yeah, definitely people are ready to wait. You are definitely ready to wait for a person to come. At the same time, with the 7 of coins here, people really think that you and your partner are definitely patient with each other. You kind of, you people don't react all of a sudden. Like if your partner is saying something to you, you will listen to your partner properly, and they're going to listen to you in return. And they're not going to give a reaction until they hear and understand everything that you've said. So there's this certain amount of patience you guys exercise with each other, pile one. And people are definitely like, they admire that as well, that how patient you are with each other. Because sometimes when you're talking to someone, they don't really listen to you. They are just waiting to react. They're just waiting to react. And that kind of just ruins the whole thing because they don't understand where you're coming from. So that's not the case with you and your partner. You definitely understand each other. You properly listen to each other, and then you kind of, okay, then you talk or you give your response or your reaction. So definitely a lot of patience is there, and maybe that's how you guys have been able to kind of stick together. Because even if during bad times, because every relationship goes through good and bad times, right? So if you and your partner were going through a tough time in terms of your relationship, you guys didn't just make hasty decisions and be like, you know what, I'm done with you, it's okay, we're breaking up and all of that. No, you guys are you both stuck together despite the odds, despite the circumstances. You both were like, okay, we'll see where this goes. You were patient with each other. You were patient with your relationship, with the bond that you have with each other. And of course, that's how, with the 6 of Swords coming through, you guys have been able to make it out, and you have been able to kind of come out as victorious. All right. So, and then we have the Empress here, which talks about your relationship having infinite potential for good stuff. Like people can clearly see that there's a plenty of love, plenty of respect when it comes to both of you, and yeah, they're just like, wow, perfect. All right, let's see what else we have. We have stars, we have way, which is the crossroads, and we have clover. See, we have the luck coming through. So I just feel like with this way card here, along with the luck card coming through with the clover here, I feel like some people really consider you both lucky, that you both have found each other, and you guys are together, you love each other and everything. On the other hand, they really think that whatever life, and they, like I was saying, some people really think that you have a karmic bond. So according to people, no matter what path you take or your person takes, you both will always end up finding each other. And some people really go as far as to believe that this can happen during multiple lifetimes. That some people really believe that, because I feel like these are the people who are like really romantic at heart, and they really think that in every life, you and your person will be able to find each other, because we have the way here. So no matter where life goes, no matter what path you take, what decisions you make, you both will always end up coming to each other. You will always end up finding each other. So and then with the stars here, this is really obvious that people really kind of look up to you and your relationship. Whenever you and your partner are out, it's, you know, the love between you guys, the respect between you and your partner, it's super evident. Even if you're just standing next to each other, not saying anything, people can tell. People can tell, pile one, that you both have a lot of love and respect for each other. It just oozes off of you both. So people cannot help but just look at you and just look. Whenever they look at you, they're like, this is the perfect couple. Whenever they look at you, they're like, I cannot believe love actually exists. So you kind of restore people's faith in love, like you and your partner. And you kind of make people have hope that, yeah, you know, there is such a thing as a happy ever after. There is such a thing as a soulmate. You make people kind of believe in those things, especially the ones who have been hurt time and time again, and they're just like, you know what, not anymore, it doesn't exist. You kind of make them go like, okay, we'll wait for the right person to come, because the right person does exist, because pile one is a living example of it. All right, so this is all I have for you, pile one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile two, welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you as a couple. So we have the Empress coming through, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups in reverse, Page of Wands, and Six of Pentacles. Okay, interesting. So pile two, how do people view you and your partner as a couple? First of all, with the Empress here, this is like, people are like, your relationship has infinite potential. Okay, infinite potential. They really think that you and your partner are like, you know, you're just supposed to be together. You're supposed to experience everything together. And people really feel that, you know, you and your partner are really lucky for each other. They just look at you and they're like, yeah, they made each other's lives better. Because they both were like, you know, bringing their abundance, and now they're together. The abundance has multiplied. It has doubled up. So they really think that you and your partner are super, super lucky for each other, and that you should be together. Like, that is how it's supposed to be. And with this Knight of Cups coming through, I feel like with, you know, people often wonder that who proposed who. Did your partner ask you out, or did you ask your partner out? And it has nothing to do with gender roles or anything of that sort, because people can clearly see that you both are like all about working together. You know, it's not like, okay, your partner is going to do certain things and you're going to do certain things. Or like you expect certain things from your partner, or they expect certain things from you. Nothing of that sort. You both work together and you both are willing to do everything for the other person. There's nothing like, oh, this is something my partner knows about, or this is something they do, so I'm not going to bother with those things. No, you're like, my partner does it, I'm going to do it as well. So people have this like, okay, who proposed who, because they know that you both are capable of doing that. You both are not like, oh no, the other person has to make the first move because that's how it happens, or, you know, not like that. You're like, okay, if I like this person, I would go. Like, people know this about you, and people know this about your partner as well. So in a way, you guys are like, you have some similarities with each other, which is like perfect, because as much as they say opposites attract, if you are two opposites, like completely opposite, then you will have nothing in common, right? So there needs to be some common ground between people for them to come together, for them to bond over. So that's the whole thing. Maybe you have like certain personality traits that matches with each other, or you both have some certain similarities. So that's why people wonder that, okay, who proposed who, and they really think that you both are right for each other, you both are meant for each other, and definitely super lucky for each other. And at the same time, with this Three of Cups in reverse, pile 2, I'm getting this message that you kind of kept your relationship private. People are super curious to know all the stuff, all the nitty gritty that goes on in your relationship. But you're not someone, and same goes with your partner, you both are not the kind of people who kind of talk about their relationship with everybody they come across, because you both are like, okay, we'll tell certain things, but there are things that we want to keep to each other. So, you know how there are people who, for example, like they had an argument with their partner, okay, and they will tell the whole world about it. Like they will call their friends, their family, they'll tell everybody. And what that does is that when you're involving third party, no matter how much you care about the other person, but if you're telling everything to somebody else, they are gonna be giving giving you their opinions. And no matter how much you care about your person, no matter how big or small the argument was, somewhere your friend's opinion or the family's opinion is going to affect you, right? So that kind of just drives a wedge in the relationship. So that's why I feel like you guys don't kind of like to tell everything to friends and family, because you are like, no, this is my relationship, I'm going to handle it. So that's why I feel like your relationship has been able to kind of stand the test of time and everything. I'm not saying that, your relationship is perfect and you don't argue at all. I mean, arguments are healthy sometimes, and I like if there are arguments that are happening, they're happening at a healthy level as compared to a toxic or, an unhealthy level. So that's why people are like, they get curious as to what is going on with you. I just feel like even if you and your partner kind of talk about your relationship with people, you kind of only talk about the good stuff, I would say. You don't focus on the negative stuff more. And I feel like that kind of adds on to it adds depth to your relationship, because you are focusing on the positives of the person and of your experience with that person rather than the negative. Because the more you focus on the negative, the more negative stuff you're going to see, right? So you kind of don't do that, but that's what gets people curious. They're like, okay, nothing bad ever happens. Why don't they tell us? Why doesn't pile 2 tell us what is going on with the relationship, like the bad stuff? You are okay telling the good stuff. So that's why people also kind of get envious, because they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They don't know the dark aspects of a relationship or anything. They're only seeing the good stuff. So some people also kind of get envious of you, pile 2, and how perfect your relationship is. Even if you're like, no, my relationship is not exactly perfect. I mean, we argue, we disagree, but just because like you're not telling them, they just think that your relationship is free of arguments and disagreements. But on the other hand, with the Page of Wands here, this clearly tells me that people really kind of admire the fact that and we also have Six of Pentacles right next to it. People really admire the fact that you and your partner kind of, spend time together. Like you really make efforts for your relationship. You make efforts for each other. And maybe that's another thing that people envy about you, that you have a person who is willing to make efforts for you, who is willing to do things for you, who's willing to set aside a certain amount of time just for you. Because in this day and age when everybody is so busy with everything, taking time out for your loved ones is a privilege, it's a gift, it's a huge blessing, and people seeing that you have it, people definitely want it. Pile 2. So that is one aspect of your relationship that people really envy. But I feel like people don't really, I feel like there are people who are actually jealous of your relationship, not just envious, but actually jealous, that if they could they would take your relationship for themselves. If they could do that, if it was possible for them, they would switch lives with you, and be like, okay, I want pile two's relationship. So because they know that, you know, your partner is making efforts for you, and they know that you're making efforts for your partner. You guys, you both are taking time out for each other. You both are kind of planning, going out on dates or going on a vacation together, despite your work, despite you both having your own responsibilities, you still manage to make time for each other. So and with the Page of Wands here, you know, now Page is like this childlike energy, this new kind of energy. So and Page of Wands is about, you know, exploring, being curious, and all of that stuff. So people really look at you and your partner, and they're like, wow, they are actually taking the time to get to know each other. They're not jumping to conclusions about the other person like you and your partner. Okay, that's what people think, that you actually take the time to understand where your partner is coming from, or what their opinion is, what their mindset is. You take the time to understand, rather than just reacting and going like, I don't agree with this, that's it, done. You take the time to get to know each other. And maybe that's the whole thing, that you both didn't jump into a relationship right away. You kind of maybe for some of you guys, pile two, it could have been that you and your partner kind of went on a trial period as well, to see whether you both are compatible with each other or not, like before you know, becoming exclusive, or before becoming official. You guys were like, you guys spent some time together, just to getting to know each other, and once that happened, you were like, yeah, perfect. And that is when you kind of made your relationship official. And then we have a Two of Wands here, Six of Wands, Knight of Swords, Eight of Swords in reverse, and the Magician. I feel like people really, with this Eight of Swords in reverse, and this Knight of Swords here, I feel like people got to know about your relationship with your partner when they both saw you together, and they were like, okay, and people got to know that, yeah, you both are official. They really kind of understood that you both kind of coming into each other's lives, and you both kind of accepting each other, brought a beautiful change. Like, you brought a beautiful change in your partner's life, and they brought a beautiful change in your life. So despite the bond that you have, despite you both, you know how when you jump into a relationship, you're essentially kind of telling the world that, you know, that's it, this is my person, I'm willing to spend time with them, I'm willing to kind of be with this person only, right? So that's why they call it a bond, right? They're just like, and bond is like, you know, something like with boundaries, and something that ties, like some people, like that's how they say, right, when they're talking about marriage, that okay, now you're tied down and all of that stuff. You know, some people who view marriage in a negative sense, or view relationships in a negative sense, they are like, oh, a relationship's just tie you down, a commitment is just, you know, some sort of a barrier, some sort of a boundary, some sort of a, you know, some sort of a chain or something of that sort, you know, something that ties you down, something that imprisons you, or something of that sort, right? But when it comes to you both, despite you both getting into a bond, you both have freed each other. Pile two, there's a lot of like, people can see when they look at you, they see that how you both are so free when you both are with each other. Like, it's kind of like a very paradoxical situation that the moment you kind of tie yourself down with when you tied yourself down with this person, you essentially set yourself free, you essentially set the other person free. So people really kind of admire the fact that, you know, your relationship is so beautiful, that you support each other so much, that because if you're for example, like in some relationships, the partner is not supportive, and they just kind of put a lot of restrictions on the other person. You know, there are people who are super controlling, but your relationship is not like that. there is no power dynamics happening. There is no power struggle happening. That's what I'm trying to say, that no power struggle is happening. So essentially, if you want to do something, if you have certain goals and dreams, your partner, we have two of wands coming through. We have support coming through from your partner. So your partner is always there for you. Pile 2. And similarly with them, if they need you or if they have certain dreams and desires, you are like, I'm gonna do my best to support my person and make sure that they achieve their dreams. So you both have this strong connection, you have this strong sense of support for each other, to the point where you both are able to kind of achieve your dreams. And it's the same thing here with the two of wands, that despite you guys being connected, despite you guys being in a relationship, the people can see that, just because you're in a relationship with a person, like with your person, pile 2, that doesn't mean that, you have lost a part of yourself. People can still see that you are a strong and independent individual. Same goes for your person, that no matter how much they love you, no matter how much they respect you and care for you, and no matter how much time they spend with you, at the end of the day, they are strong, they are independent, they're free to do whatever they want, right? So definitely, I feel like with the Six of Wands here, people have a lot of respect for your relationship. They have a lot of respect for you as a person, as well as your partner as an individual. People have respect for you on an individual level. That's why they're like, both you and your partner are like so strong, and people admire you on an individual basis. So obviously, when you both are together, people are going to admire you all the more. They're going to respect you all the more. And then, like I was saying with the Six of Wands here, people definitely kind of, they want your relationship. They admire your relationship. They fantasize about the kind of relationship you have with your partner, the kind of bond you have with your partner. And people definitely want that for themselves. They're like, oh, I wish I had what pile 2 has. I wish I could have a partner who's just as amazing as pile 2's partner is. I wish I could be with them. All of that stuff. So people definitely have the sense of envy, the sense of jealousy when it comes to you guys. And then we have the Magician here. So I feel like people often kind of view you and your partner as being a very strong, like a power couple kind of a thing. Because the Magician is like, it comprises of all the elements. The Magician is like, you can do anything. So I feel like you and your partner, you are a force to be reckoned with. Pile 2, when you both are together, you guys are unstoppable, and people know that. People know that you and your partner, you can do whatever you want as long as you are with each other. With this Two of Wands here, you know that in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot deck, the general depiction of the Two of Wands is a person standing there with two wands on either side, and that person's holding a globe in their hand, right? It's the same thing with you guys. The world becomes your oyster when you both are together. There is nothing that you cannot accomplish as long as you both are together. Pile 2. I'm not saying that, and like I was saying, even if like when you both are together, your forces combined, you guys are unstoppable. But at the same time, I'm not saying that you guys are nothing without each other. No way. You guys are strong and independent on your own. That's why when you both come together, it's like double trouble, It's like double the good stuff, double the everything, double the affection, double the love, double the support, double the power, everything. It just turns twofold, threefold. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we have Fox. We have Tower. And we have Fish. Yep, definitely lucky. You both are really lucky for each other. And people are like, and especially the people around you, pile 2, who genuinely love you, who genuinely want to see you happy. They're so happy for you. They're like, finally, pile 2 found, and same goes for your partner. If they have people around them who love them, who truly care about them, they're happy that your partner found you and you found your partner, because you both are so lucky for each other. You made each other's lives better. And there people are just like, okay, yeah, they better stick together. Like, people actually ship you. Like, some people might even have a ship name for you both, because they're like, yeah, this is the story. This is what fairy tales are about. This is what people talk about when they talk about love. This is love. When people look at you, they see love, pile two. And on the other hand, with the fox card here, like I was saying, there are people who are jealous of you. There are people who definitely kind of want your person for themselves. Or it could be that there are people from your partner side who want you for themselves because they know how perfect of a person you are and how you'll make the perfect partner. So it goes both ways. It could either be from your side or from your partner's side, but there are people who are trying to manipulate the situation. Sometimes they try and manipulate you. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes maybe that's why you don't talk about the bad stuff that happens in your relationship with everybody, because maybe you both are kind of smart enough to figure out that, not everybody is going to be genuine. Not everybody is going to give you the right advice. So I feel like you have some sort of like those kind of energies around you. On the other hand, with this tower here and this fish here, you both are meant to succeed, and you both will succeed. Sometimes when you're getting a reading from anyone, they say that how when you find your partner, your luck will rise. When you find your partner, you will earn a lot of money all of a sudden. When you will find your partner, you will get success. Sometimes they say those things, right? I feel like in your case, that is something that is true. I'm not saying that without your partner you cannot achieve success. No, that's not the thing. But your partner, like I'm saying, when your partner's energy and your energy combines, it's double the whole thing, double the good stuff. So whatever your success is right now, for example, if you're single and you're watching this, pile two, whatever your success is right now, it is going to double, triple, it's going to multiply as soon as your partner comes in. Okay, like when you find your person. And if you're already with your person, then you would have noticed yourself that the moment they came, every good thing just multiplied for you. It was abundance coming through for you. Same thing. All right. And you had the same effect for your partner as well. All right. So this is all I have for you, pile two. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile three. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you as a couple. Okay, so we have the Fool here, Page of Pentacles, the Chariot, Seven of Wands, and Five of Cups. Okay. So, pile three. How do people view you and your partner together as a couple? All right. So, I feel like with you guys, pile three, initially when people got to know about you, yeah, people really disappointed you with their reaction. People really tried to they weren't very supportive of you. Same goes with your partner. Like initially I feel like your relationship struggled a lot, like in terms of the society kind of accepting you, people around you accepting you. And but the thing is that you and your partner, like you did not give up. Or it's not that the people disappointed you, it's just that maybe when you got together, or like in the initial stages of the relationship, you as a couple kind of faced some difficulties, like because of life. It could be maybe you guys went through a financial crunch, because this pentacle is kind of drawing me in. So maybe it has something to do with the finances, that you guys were kind of struggling, or maybe it could be that something else happened. Whatever the situation is, it could be because of the people around you, like they were causing problems, or it could just be that life decided to kind of test you at that point, or maybe test your relationship, whatever it was. But I feel like initially you and your partner kind of struggled, and people saw that struggle. People saw you guys kind of maybe they saw you arguing, they saw you fighting, and people really were like, whether it's going to work out or not, whether your relationship is going to last or not. But you made it out. you and your partner, you made it. Pile 3, you succeeded. We have this chariot coming through for you. So whatever struggles, and this when this happened in the past, this kind of shows what will happen. So the thing is that with you and your partner, you guys have such a strong bond, because maybe you have been through so much and you have stuck together, whether the problem came from your partner's side, maybe, or the problem came from your side. You did not go around playing the blame game. Your partner wasn't like, oh, all this is happening because of you, because this is because your people are not very accepting of us, or it's because of you we are struggling, or anything like that. And similarly, you didn't do the same thing as well. Like, you didn't go around blaming your partner for it. Whatever problems that came your way, you fought them together. You, with the 7 of wands here, you fought them together, pile 3. Instead of blaming each other, you were like, it's us against the world. We are going to kind of, deal with everything together. So yeah, argument happened. That happens when things are tough, but you did not give up on each other. You didn't go around breaking a relationship off because things got tough. So that really kind of shows your strength as a couple. And people can see that. People can see, people, when they look at you, they're like, this couple has faced the world. This couple has gone to hell and back. And they have stuck together. And they came out on top. So really, when people look at you, they really see a couple of warriors together. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. That's the message I'm getting, because we have like all this fire energy, and I'm seeing warriors in my head. So the people, when they look at you, they're like, these people, they are like the power couple. They're gonna fight the world together, and they are going to come out on top. So whatever struggles people, and now when people look at you, people don't even worry that you guys are struggling. You know why? Because they know that you and your partner, as long as you're together, you can overcome any obstacle, you can overcome any problem that either life throws your way or people throw your way. Whatever it is, you both will be able to come out of it, and you will rise above. You will always win. So you really are the power couple. You really are the victory couple, pile 3. That's how people view you. People are like, and sometimes people feel really intimidated by you and your partner as well, because they're like, these two, when they're together, they're like, yeah, you really shouldn't mess with them. So I feel like now people who kind of tried to create problems for you in the past, because I can see that, yeah, there might have been some people who kind of had a problem with you being with your partner, or who tried to stop you from being with your partner. Those people, they actually think twice about creating or causing problems for you, because they're like, no way, we're not messing with pile 3 anymore. They're with their partner. We cannot mess with them. No way. They're going to destroy us. They both are going to destroy us. So we shouldn't even try. We shouldn't even do anything. So like, that's how powerful your bond is with your partner. And people can see that, pile 3. They can clearly see how strong you both are together. When they say that a certain person is your weakness and a certain person is your strength, when it comes to you both, pile 3, you and your partner, I mean, people can clearly see that you both are each other's strength. You people might have other weaknesses, but your partner is not your weakness. No way. And you are not your partner's weakness either. You are their strength and they're your strength. And that's why they're like, you know what? The whole world can turn against me. As long as I have pile 3 with me, as long as I have my partner with me, I'm fine. And I feel like maybe, like, if you're already in a relationship, maybe, that's how you guys think that, yeah, as long as my partner's with me, I can face anything. And you can, and you will. You will overcome any obstacle that comes your way, pile 3. So, wow, that is some powerful energy here. Your bond is super powerful with your partner. On the other hand, with the Fool here, yeah, I feel like sometimes, according to people, you and your partner can be like really unpredictable as well. People don't know what to expect from you. I'm kind of finding this a little bit kind of amusing at this point, because people are just, they're just looking at you and they're like, okay, what is pile 3 going to do next? What is pile 3 and their partner going to do next? Because you guys are so unpredictable, you know. Sometimes you will be like, okay, we're getting up and we're moving to some other place, or we're going here, or we're doing this, or we're doing that. So you people keep the world around you on your toes. The people around you on their toes, because people are just wondering that, okay, what's going to happen? What are they going to do next? How are you always manage to surprise people? Because yeah, there were times when people were like, you know what? They're not going to last. They're going to break up. Any day now, they're going to break up. They're going to cut it off. They're going to call it off. Anything of that sort. Like maybe like if you guys, for example, if this resonates with you on pile 3, that maybe when at the time of your wedding or something, people were like, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to go through. They're going to get cold feet, or they're not going to follow through with their, plan. They're going to call the wedding off. Things were like, people were speculating all of these things. But you and your partner proved them wrong. So that's why people don't know what to expect from you and your partner. They're like, these people are unpredictable. And the same thing is that with this Fool energy here, Fool is all about new beginnings. It's about having faith, and I just feel like people really admire the level of trust you have, like you and your partner, the level of trust you have with each other. People really admire that, and people really wish and they really hope that they could have that, because a relationship, a good relationship, a healthy relationship is built on trust, right? It's built on truth and trust and mutual respect and all of that stuff. So I feel like you and your partner, the way you trust each other, the way you respect each other, yeah. Like you have this, when you go out, whether you're with your partner or not at that moment. For example, you decide to go out shopping, okay? For example, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go to the grocery store and get something, okay? And you go out by yourself without your partner, but you hold your head high. Pile 3. Similarly with your partner, when they're out by themselves, even if they're by themselves, or even if they're like with you, you both kind of hold your heads high, and that shows that that you are at the top of the world. You are at your highest power, kind of like that kind of energy comes through for you guys, and that is because of the bond that you have with each other, because you are someone who is respected by your partner. And same thing with your partner, like they're respected by you, and it shows. It shows. People can see that. People can see that you are not some meek person who is being, treated badly by their partner, because it shows. No matter how much people try to hide their pain, hide their misery, it comes through. Similarly, when people are doing good in life, it shows. That's the same thing with you guys. You being respected and loved by your partner, the whole world can see it. Pile 3, and they want that. They admire that. They're like, we want that. We have Knight of Cups in reverse, 6 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Wands, the Hierophant, Ace of Swords. Yep. So you guys, you and your partner both, you have been through a lot. And maybe this was the universe's way of testing you and your relationship with each other. I don't know what it was, but the universe put you through a lot. And you really thought, sometimes even you started having those doubts. There were times when you and even your partner, they might have had doubts that maybe, this relationship is not going to last, that this is it for you and you both. That's how you used to think. But you guys are meant to be together, Pile 3, and people know that, because if you guys can handle all of this bad stuff together and still come out on top and still be together after all of this, it's like yeah, it's obvious that you guys are meant to be together. So when people look at you, they're like, yeah, they're meant to be they're meant to be together. They're meant to be with each other. There's nobody else for them. The universe has created these two for each other. People look at you and they're like, yeah, they're soulmates. The Hierophant. When people look at you, we have the Chariot here as well. When people look at you, they're like, yeah, they should, like, if you're not married, like, you are watching this and you're in a relationship but you're just wondering whether we should get married or not, or what people think about if you guys get married, yeah, people are like, pile 3 should get married. Like, pile 3 and their partner, they should get married by now. They are meant for each other. If they don't marry each other, then they're not marrying anybody else either, because there's not going to be anybody who's more perfect for them as they are for each other. Wow. Yeah, we have ace and we have ace, and then we have the Hierophant, like, right here. So this is kind of really kind of giving me this vibe that maybe you are this creative energy and your partner is this swords of energy, or maybe you're the swords energy, your partner is the wands energy, and you both are like coming together, because the Hierophant represents, priest. They represent mentors and all of those guides and all of those things. So when we're talking about priests, what do priests do? They kind of help get people married, right? That's like one of their things. So same thing, I'm just getting this vibe that, yeah, according to people, you're supposed to get married, because, yeah, you guys are perfect for each other. You shouldn't even bother looking around and going like, maybe there's somebody else for me. No. You are it for each other. You are it for each other. You are made for each other. That's how people view you, and your partner, pile 3. This is that perfect couple, the ideal couple. That's what you guys are, because the ideal couple is like, no matter how tough things get, and I feel like if you guys get married, you won't even have to make the vows, like, you won't even have to verbalize them, because you're already doing that. You are there for each other through the good times and the bad and all of the stuff. You have been there. You have dealt with so many difficult things together. You have done it together. You did not give up on each other. That's the main thing about you guys, pile 3. You did not give up on each other. Even when you wanted to, you didn't do it, because because the relationship, that person meant so much to you. That person was like so precious to you, and you're so precious for your partner. You did not give up on each other. Yeah, you had arguments. You said all sorts of things to each other, but one thing you did not say was that, you know what, leave, or let's call it off, or let's break up. Wow. I am so proud of you and your partner, pile 3. Just putting that out there for you guys. And this whole thing just shows that you and your partner will always rise above any adversity that comes your way. You will always be there for each other. No matter what people do, no matter what the world says, as long as you want to be with each other, there's nothing that can separate you. No power in this world, at least no human, can separate you. That's how strong your bond is. You both are each other's soulmates. You are each other's better half, or you're each other's perfect, complementary partners, whatever that may be. On the other hand, I feel like you both are so creative. People can see that, yeah, you guys are the perfect, you complement each other in the perfect way. You guys are smart. You guys are logical. You guys are creative. You guys take action. You guys make efforts for each other. You guys do things for each other. You don't take advantage of each other. Maybe because of the things you have been through, whatever life has put you through, you've understood that, yeah, a relationship is not to be taken lightly. You should not be taking another person for granted, no matter how nice they are, no matter how kind they are. You shouldn't take advantage of them. You shouldn't take them for granted. Like, you have really learned to kind of respect each other, and you have learned to value each other, pile 3. And people, that's why they're like, yeah, we want this kind of relationship, the kind of relationship pile 3 has. We want that for ourselves. Wow. I am super impressed with you guys, pile 3. This is some intense energy that is really coming through for you guys, because if you guys can handle all that you have with each other, yeah, you guys are meant to be together. Like, you guys are meant to last. Your relationship is meant to last. And then we have heart, we have mountain, and we have man. Now this is like the divine masculine energy kind of coming through. So what this, it tells me that your love, wow, your love for each other, you know how they say love conquers all, and people say that love makes the world go round? That saying and that belief is true for you and your partner, pile 3. You have mountain right next to it. Your love can conquer any mountain that you come across. Literally, I'm not even joking here. I'm not exaggerating. Your love and your trust in each other, your belief in each other, it can overcome any mountain, no matter how big, no matter how small. And mountains are like this, obstacles and problems and everything, right? So whatever comes your way, as long as you both love each other, as long as you both respect each other, nothing can stand in your way. Nothing can tear you apart. People can try all they want. They can try and brainwash you against your partner. They can try to brainwash your partner against you. It's not going to work. It's really not. Because your love for each other is so deep and it's so profound that petty things like, some gossip or something of that sort is not going to affect you both. When you have been through such a difficult time, a bit of gossip here and there, it's like it's like so trivial and it's so insignificant. Whew, wow. And then we have the divine masculine coming through for you as well, pile 3. So this clearly tells me that as long as you're putting efforts in a relationship, as long as you're, putting efforts in each other, like you're taking time out for your partner and they're doing the same thing for you, you are making the efforts for your relationship. Yeah, no one can come between you both. No one can separate you and your partner, a pile 3. So I feel like with this masculine, the divine masculine coming through, this also tells me that according to people, you both are very generous with each other, because the masculine energy is all about giving. So similarly, it's the same thing that people are like, pile 3 spend so much time with their partner. They give so much of their time and energy and attention to their partner, and their partner also does the same. They don't take advantage of each other. They don't take each other for granted. So of course their relationship is going to last. They are meant to be together. They deserve to be together, and they deserve to be happy most of all. Right? So this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. Let's see how people view you as a couple. Okay, we have the Lovers coming through. The Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Wands, King of Swords, and Queen of Cups. Wow. Wow. Oh, we have Lovers, we have Wheel of Fortune, guys. Pile 4. People view your relationship with your partner as a literal fairy tale. Okay? Because Wheel of Fortune is like, having the best of the best. Like literal fairy tale vibe. That's the vibe I'm getting from these 2 cards. That your love for each other, people can see it. They can see it in your eyes. They can see it in your partner's eyes. They can see it in your body language. They can see it in the way you communicate with each other, like you and your partner. They can see how much you love each other. They can see that your relationship is full of love. This is Wheel of Fortune. Wheel is like, never ending. It's like, it has no corners. Nothing can break it. It's the same thing with you guys. People look at you and they're like, why can't we have this? Why does pile 4 have this? We want this. We want this kind of a love. We want this kind of a relationship. We want a partner who understands us so well. And you can see with this lovers here, there's this black and white contrast thing happening. So this tells me that according to people, you complement each other perfectly. Pile 4, you are meant for each other. You are like those two puzzle pieces who are just meant to connect. And that's it. Like your partner is the key to your lock, and you are the key to your partner's lock, like their heart. They are the key to your heart, you are the key to their heart. So that's how perfect you guys are for each other. People look at you and they're like, pile 4 is perfect. Like pile 4 and the partner is like perfect for each other. And they're made for each other. They complement each other so well. Where pile 4 kind of lacks, their partner makes up for it. Where their partner lacks, pile 4 makes up for it. You are like the two puzzle pieces that are just meant to connect. And people really believe pile 4 when they look at you. They're like, their bond is going to last forever. There is no end to their love. There is no end to their affection for each other. There is no end to their respect for each other. They are meant to be together forever. Wow. We have the king here and we have queen here. So, and then this is like the king of swords, which is all about the mind, which is all about logic. And then we have the queen of cups, which is all about emotions and love and all of those things. So that's why I'm saying you and your partner, pile 4 people, look at you and they're like, yeah, they are the perfect combination. And they also say opposites attract that energy. You know how they say that, opposites attract and your partner should be your opposite and all of that stuff? That is coming through for you. And I'm not saying that you don't have any common ground with your partner. Of course you do, because that is also important for the continuity, for the maintenance of a relationship. But most of the times it's like you both have like opposite tastes in certain things. Or you both have differing opinions in certain things, but at the same time, you complement each other perfectly. Where if like, where your partner is all like, or maybe you are like this king of swords energy, or your partner is this king of swords energy. You are this queen of cups, or your partner is this queen of cups. So you both are complementing each other because, this is like logic, and then this is your emotions. This is the mind, this is the heart. That's how your relationship is. And that's why when people look at you and they're like, wow, opposites attract. Because when they're asking you, okay, what is your favorite color? You say one thing, your partner says the complete opposite. What's your favorite season? You say one thing, your partner says completely the opposite, right? So people just look up at you and they're like admiring you because they're like, wow, opposites attract. They're so perfect for each other. All of that stuff. So people really fantasize about your relationship, pile 4, the bond you have with your partner. They really fantasize all of that stuff, like your connection. People want that for themselves, and people really think that what you have, like the bond you have with your partner, it's the ultimate thing. So wow, yeah. And of course, when you have the ultimate thing, when you have a love that is forever, because people really think that your love for each other is never going to end. It is never going to fade away. It is always going to be together. You guys are meant to be together. You guys are meant to be together at a soul level. You are connected at a soul level. Your souls are connected. Your souls are made for each other. That's how people think when they see you both together. Now we have this 9 of Wands coming through. Now 9 of Wands is all about, courage. It's all about bravery. So people really think that, your relationship and you and your partner, like your relationship literally has the potential to overcome any obstacles. So even if some obstacles come in your life, you would have noticed that people, they're concerned, yes, because they care about you, but they know that, you and your partner, you'll manage to overcome it. You'll get over it. Like, you'll come out of that situation, whatever that tough situation is, whatever that problem is, you'll be able to overcome it. Wow, pile 4, people really have a strong belief when it comes to you having a happy ever after, you having a beautiful forever with your partner. People really have a strong belief that, yeah, that is going to happen, that, yeah, you and your partner, you will be together forever, no matter what the situation is, no matter what it is. And I feel like with this 9 of Wands here, that you and your partner really kind of bring out the best in each other, bring out their strengths. You both are there to kind of make each other realize that, okay, what your strengths are. Like, your partner constantly reminds you of what your strengths are, and then you do the same for your partner. So obviously, when you're encouraging each other so much, when you're making each other realize that they're strong and they're brave, and they can handle anything, then of course, whatever problem comes your way, you will be able to overcome it. And on the other hand, for example, if there is a problem, God forbid, if there is a problem and you're feeling really weak, okay, you are like, I cannot handle this, I don't think I can overcome this problem, your partner is going to come and be like they will be your strength. Pile 4. Similarly, if God forbid your partner is going through some issue, you will be their strength. You will help them get back up and be like, okay, now you walk. Now you go and take what you want, from life. You go and pursue your dreams. You kind of encourage each other never to give up. I mean, is there a better pairing than this? Is there a better relationship than this? Please tell me if there is, because I don't think so. Pile 4, you have the perfect relationship that is there. And people can see that. People are like, wow. And some people really kind of, maybe this whole thing with this 9 of Wands here, I'm also getting this kind of a vibe and message that, you and your partner have faced some problems together. You have faced them, and they were not small issues. They were big problems. They were major stuff that happened. But you stuck together. You constantly encouraged each other. You never let the other break down. You didn't let your partner fall apart, and your partner didn't let you fall apart. The moment you felt like you were going to fall apart, your partner was there to hold you. Like, see? Your partner was there to hold you. And similarly with you. You were there to hold your partner. And you were like, I am there for you. You can do this. We'll do it together. So of course, when you have such a powerful bond with the person, of course you guys are meant to be together. You are meant for it forever. You deserve a forever. Pile 4, you deserve a happy ever after. Because I feel like if you guys cannot have a happy ever after, then happy ever afters don't exist. I would say that, because if it's anyone that deserves it, if it's anyone who's meant for it, I feel like it's you guys, you and your partner. Pile 4. So let's see what else we have. Okay, we have 5 of Wands in reverse. Yes, we do. Now we have 9 of Wands. Ooh, we have confirmation coming through. And with this 5 of Wands in reverse, I'm not even surprised. Like, oh boy. We have the Chariot. Of course we do. We have Death. Wow. We have 7 of Wands in reverse. You guys are the victors. Pile 4. I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. I just want to squeal at this point. But okay. So 5 of Wands in reverse, we have it right underneath the Lovers. Pile 4. This being in reverse is like your love, even if you're fighting with each other, like you and your partner are arguing with each other, you are fighting with each other, your love for each other, no matter how many arguments you have, no matter how many fights you have, you will always come back to each other. Because you love each other so deeply, so intensely, that these minor arguments, they don't matter. They're just a part of, your day-to-day stuff. I'm not saying that you argue all the time, but I'm just saying if you're arguing, like if there is an argument happening, if there is some fight happening, you're like, it's okay, everybody fights, it doesn't matter. Your love will always bring you back to each other. Pile 4. Nothing can keep you apart. I really feel that, like, no physical, like no energy, like no person on this earth can keep you apart, because you're soulmates. Pile 4. And people know that. So if people are even trying to create problems for you, or people are like, okay, we'll try and kind of break them up, I should tell those people that they shouldn't bother. They really shouldn't, because they're not going to succeed. With the 9 of Wands coming up twice here, somebody tries to break you up. We have 7 of Wands in reverse here. We have 5 of Wands in reverse here. They're not going to succeed. They cannot drive a wedge in your relationship. Pile 4, no matter how much they want you, no matter how jealous they are, no matter how much people want you for themselves, or people want your partner for themselves, they can't have you, or they cannot have your partner, because you both are made for each other, and you both are meant to be together. So this is all futile. That's why both of these cards are in reverse, because it's just pointless. It's not gonna work. They're not gonna succeed. You will always rise above, you and your partner. You will always emerge the victor. We have the Chariot here. This is the card of victory. This is the card, and look at this Wheel of Fortune, this lion, griffin thing sitting on top with the sword high. Look at this king, sword high. Like, when do you raise the sword? When you're victorious, when you conquer something, right? Yeah, so that's why I'm telling those people not to bother, to go and find a hobby rather than trying and break you up. Because even if people try to break you up, you and your partner will always end up together. And maybe it has happened as well that Pile 4, maybe in the past people did try to break you up, and maybe they managed for some time. They managed to break you up, but in the end, you both came back together. Like, you both ended up together anyway. You apologized to each other. You explained your side of the story. They explained their side of the story. You decided to begin a new relation, like the relationship from a fresh perspective. That's what I'm saying. Even if people try to break you apart, they can't, because they're destined to be with each other. And when something is destined, it's going to happen no matter what you do. It's going to happen no matter what you want. Whether you're happy about it, whether you're not happy about it, it is going to happen, because it is written down. It has been destined. Same thing with you guys. You are destined for each other. Pile 4. So people shouldn't bother. They shouldn't. They should just watch you and be happy for you. Trying to steal you away, or trying to steal your partner away, no. It's not gonna work. All right, then we have Death here. So this tells me that, when people look at you, they really see that, when you met your person, or when you both got together, you both changed for the better. Like, you and your partner went through transformation together. Or maybe like these kind of situations when you both face problems, like as a couple, you faced a problem, you came out of that problem, you overcame that problem, and you kind of went through this collective you both kind of went through this transformation together. So with this Death card here, this kind of tells me that you guys are meant to grow old with each other. Your bond is meant to last forever. Pile 4. You're meant to deal with life together, transform together, grow together. That's how, that's the kind of forever that is meant for you. This is not a short-term thing over here. And people can see that when they look at you, they're like, yeah, they better get married. Like, people are literally expecting you to get married. Like, if you're not married right now and you're like, whether it's gonna happen, people are definitely expecting that from you and your partner. They're like, these two better get married, or else we'll make them get married or something. You know, that's how strongly people think that you're meant to be together. Pile 4. Because you are perfect for each other. You are meant, like, this is it. Like, you and your partner, you are the one for each other. And there is nothing that you both cannot achieve together. Whatever you want to do in life, whatever goals, aspirations, desires that you have, you will be able to achieve them all through your own willpower and through the support of your partner. Similarly with them. If they have any goals, any dreams, they can achieve those through your support, through their willpower and determination. I'm so happy for you guys. Okay, we have lady. We have ring. Of course we do. I mean, come on. We have stork. Okay. So, yeah, stork, I was talking, we have death here. We have stork here. Stork talks about transformations as well. So that's why I'm saying you guys are meant to be together. Look at this. Look at this ring here. This is like a forever commitment. That's how your bond is, pile 4. And rings, when do you use rings? During weddings, right? That's why I'm saying people are definitely expecting you both to be together forever. They are literally like, their bond is never going to break. Pile 4 bond with each other, or pile 4's bond with their partner is never going to break. It's a forever commitment. It's a commitment through thick and thin. You guys can see there's this storm on one side, there's this fire on the other side. Sun, moon, that's how your people view you when they look at you. One is the sun, one is the moon. Perfect combination. That's how you guys are, pile 4. You are the perfect combination, the perfect blend, the perfect soulmate, whatever that is. The other half, better half, whatever. That's how you and your partner are. That's how people view you as. Then we have this divine feminine energy coming through. This energy is all about, receiving. So, yeah, when you both are meant for each other. When you are, and the thing is that I feel like with you guys, pile 4, there's no issue of, pride and ego between you and your partner. You're not afraid to receive from your partner, and your partner is not afraid to take from you. If they need help, you'll be the first person they ask. Similarly with you, if you are in need of help, you will ask your partner first thing. Because you're like, yeah, I'm not afraid to ask my partner for help. Because some people they're not comfortable asking their partners for help. They're like, they would rather hide the problem than talk to their partner about it. But you guys are not like that. You guys are like, no, I need this. My partner is the first person I'll go to if I need something. You're like, I will not receive anything from the world. I will not take anything from the world. I will only take help from my partner, no one else. Same thing with your partner. You have such a strong connection of trust, such a strong bond of trust between each other that, yeah, it's you both against the world, I would say. All right, so this is all I have for you, pile 4. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.